Okay, the two sources that I had for this persuasive topic was the Army.com and the U.S. Department of Justice Bureau of Justice Systems. And here's my informal outline. This is the back. Okay, because due to the ongoing war that we're having, it has actually caused the Army to increase in size, actually forcing them to go beyond their recruiting standards and trying to pull from recruiting from other sources. One thing that I do see as a positive thing is this could create a positive outlook to ex-felons and ex-convicts. Though ex-felons experience a history of criminal activity and incarcerated lives, by providing more job opportunities within the Army, it may reduce their chances of committing more crimes while learning structure and camaraderie. I do think that is a big play for these ex-felons, that they learn these structures and camaraderie. I'd like to tell you about the statistics that we actually have in our census for people who are living in the prisons right now. Once released from federal or state prison, the search for a career begins to decrease severely. Nobody would like to hire an ex-felon or ex-convict because it's hard to take that mind from away that they have committed a crime or they could be of honest people. The increased criminal rate has steadily increased over the past 10 years. We're actually looking at 1 out of 15 people that actually get incarcerated in their lifetime. 60% of the people who are in jail right now are actually nonviolent drug offenders. They also hold, as of 2001, hold 6 million people in a federal and state prison, which you can tell by now, which has probably increased to 7, 8, 9, 10 million people since this was 2001. It can provide these ex-felons, once they do get out of prison, an outlook on a better career, a life of stability, and can prevent them to go back to a life of crime. It does also show that statistics show that, once out of prison, if they cannot find something with stability or a career option, 3 out of 4 of them are likely to recommit a crime and go back to jail. Although offenders may seek waivers, it is an extensive and prolonged procedure to endure. Okay, these waivers are actually given to people. They have increased in the past 3 years. You see more and more waivers given to ex-felons or ex-convicts, but it's not as much. It's more given to the misdemeanors as opposed to people who have committed felonies, which I think they should change because, we can give them a second chance. Benefits of joining the Army would give them structure and discipline, which they do need. Sometimes a sense of belonging in their camaraderie. Discipline is the main thing that they would need by having a structured life and a set of rules that they do have to adapt to, but also making a living, honest living out of it, and a career out of it. Some jobs that they can actually obtain as an ex-felon while being in the Army doesn't necessarily have to be on the front line. Would have to be, drivers, warehouse, construction, food retail, manufacturing. Also, they can do maintenance, stuff like that, which are, something that they can learn as a trade as well. It is beneficial to them to learn something and be able to take it with them. They can also receive benefits, so not resulting in having to rely on stealing or anything like that to make money to pay for themselves. Waivers are needed in special cases when you do have a misdemeanor. You have DUIs, you have traffic violations. Those are the more easier ones to actually come by. The harder ones to get waivers for is actually committing felonies, which, like I said before, 60% of the population that withhold our jails are non-violent drug offenders. So being non-violent, they actually show a capable mental stability, but are not likely to receive waivers because they are considered felonies. Also, the Army does provide these waivers, but also there is a problem by seeing that some people do not believe that by letting some of these criminals into our Army would show a not as so good example to other recruitments. Well, the Army has justified that they are doing mental tests to make sure that they are mentally stable and make sure that they have overcome their past history and activities. They do make sure that they are capable of selecting well-qualified men and women to join our armies. In conclusion, it may be hard to restore faith in an ex-felon, but everyone deserves a second chance. I believe that they do deserve a second chance because maybe one time in a system like that, it does change you as a person. I'm sure they don't want to go back, and also provides them that discipline that is so hardly needed to them. To give the option of a change of a better life is better than not giving the option at all, and having to resort to recommitting a crime.